See me personally, yeah, I couldn't hit my kids. I just couldn't. Plus, I got two daughters. Not to say you should hit your sons, but I couldn't hit my kids. But I look back fondly on beatings. Like I look back fondly, like, bro, they're trying to discipline me. They're trying to give me a way to, like, you know what? Don't do that. Maybe they went about things the wrong way, but I look back fondly, and I think to some of the reasons why sometimes I got beats. And we said, they used to do a thing called a genou. When they tell you a genou, basically that means you have to go on your knees with your hands in the air and stay there for bare long. I think I spoke about this before. But anyway, I'll tell you a story one time of why I got beats. Now these times, my brother's on his bad boy tip, innit? Like he's on the road, he's smoking, and I'm just trying to do what I'm doing. I think it got to about, must have been, he would have been year 11, and he just got kicked out of school because he bottled some guy in school, like repeatedly. Like he bottled some year 10 boy, and he got kicked out of school. So there's a point at where he was, there's a possibility they weren't going to do GCSEs. So my parents were already pissed with him. And then they found that he was smoking and that as well. And they caught him smoking by a guy driving past the schools to go shopping and they see him. But I think I've told that story before as well. But anyway, it got to the point that way he was just keeping up with bare trouble. In the end, tough love. Tough love's a bit mad because you don't know how you should do it. But my parents' tough love was they kicked him out of the house. They kicked him out of the house. They said, take your stuff and go. And when you're young, you're trying to be wrong and strong. Like, yeah, I'll go. Bro, he went and it didn't really last. Because at that time he was shot in the night as well. And he ended up buying some little car that he was shot in out of. But he ended up having to sleep in that car. Literally. He had to go and sleep in that car. And what do you call it? And it literally parks around the corner from the mom's house. And it was literally Gideon's family and that who lives around the corner who's coming, like, give him toast and breakfast in the morning. But I used to see him on my way to school and so on. Then he'd be like, one day he's come to me like, yo, I need to get in the house. I'm like, why? He said, look, I smell, man. I need to go and jump in the shower and stuff like that, man. Like, I'm around everyone. So it got to the point that where I had to sneak him in the house every morning for him to have a shower and then for him to go. So we had a bit of a pattern and routine, right? So, like, I'll wake up about 7, because my dad used to work as a cabbie, right? So he might get in at 3, so he'll be knocked out during the morning. And that. So I used to, like, get up around 7 before I go to school, and then I'll go downstairs, he'll be ready there, I'll open the door, he'll sneak upstairs, have his shower, then go, right? So this one time now, he's snuck into the house, right? I've let him in the house. He's gone upstairs to have a shower. But this guy left his trainers downstairs in the corridor, right? He's gone upstairs. So I'm laying on my bed. So I've let him in. I'm just laying on my bed. Then all of a sudden, I can hear my parents' bedroom open up. And obviously, he's got the shower running. And there's my dad. And he's tried to open the bathroom door to use the bathroom. And I said, look, so he's knocking and said, why nine? Basically, who's that? So my brother is shook, he don't know answer. And like, even though my dad, so I say it's my dad, it's my uncle, but he raised me in it, so it's my dad, yeah? So that's, that was his dad. So me and him are cousins, but everyone, anyway, yeah? So, anyway, so he's like, 1-9, who's that? And if, like I was saying, if anyone knows my dad, yeah, he's a big 6'2" hench guy, yeah? Probably 6'3" at the time, I don't know, hench guy. And he's like, who's that? Who's in there, basically? And my brother is shook, quiet. He ain't said nothing. So I'm thinking, oh, fuck. So I'm trying to make it out like it's mean it. So I knew he was coming. But I was in the bottom bunk. I shared a bunk with my younger brother. So he's come to open our bedroom door. So I've rolled basically to the other side. So his vision wouldn't see, because the top bunk was there. So he wouldn't see that who was if anyone's in the bottom bunk. So sort of like dipped into a little gap that was there. So I'm like, fuck. And obviously there's a bathroom downstairs, right? So he's gone downstairs. And we probably would have got away. He's gone downstairs to use the bathroom. And then as he's done that to go and use the bathroom, my brother's jumped out, ran out, took his trainers, kept it moving. So see, when my dad's come back out the bathroom, I think the trainers are gone. So he's gone upstairs now. So I pretend like I'm in the bathroom now. So I'm all trying to sing and brush my teeth singing. he's opened the bathroom door. He's like, he didn't hear me knocking. I'm like, no. He's like, you sure? I said, no, I said the shower was running, I didn't hear you. So I thought, oh yeah, I've got away with it, I'm brushing my teeth. Yeah. I turned back around, yeah. He's back with a belt. He said, come here. I said, wait. He said, come here. Whack! Whack! I said, what have I done? He said, you think I'm a fool, right? You let Carly in the house. I said, no. He said, you let Carly. Like, well, but he hit me with a belt. I ran there, I said, I didn't do nothing. Hey, obviously I had to admit it, innit? I said, it wasn't me. He went through the window. I didn't open the door for him. I don't know. Mate, the beats I got, yeah, I didn't want to go to the school. My body was all hurting me. But when you think about it though, when you think about it logically, yeah, it's like you're hitting a child with a belt. That's mad. But as Africans, we don't see it as mad. Or as black people, because I know my people from the Caribbean also, their parents, but you don't see it as mad. You just see it as, you know what, that's how we grew up. Like, you get licks. But personally, I don't know if we become westernized. I couldn't hit my children. I couldn't do it. But I got beatings, and then the worst thing about it is that them same trainers, yeah, them same trainers that you went with. I remember one time I bowled those trainers, and in front of girls, he's like, "Why are you wearing my trainers for?" I was like, "No, that's not your trainers." So I was like, then I see him. I like, you see, I got beats because of you, innit? I got beats because of you, innit? So that was one time when my parents gave me the beating of my life, yeah, and I still had to go to school. And as you go to school, you're in pain, and you're just like, you were like, oh, what happened? You're like, nah, I slept bad. But it's mad. How much beatings I got because of this guy? Or me trying to save him. Like, times where he's gone out, and then I've had to try to save the day. And then I mean, one time, like, we've gone out, and I'm like, I'm going to go. He's like, no, don't go yet. Wait for me. We're going to this party. And because of him, I ended up not going home. So we got back home at 2 a.m. together, and we got beats together. Because I decided, okay, I'm going to follow my older brother. And then I got beats because of him as well. But as I'm saying, I don't think personally I could hit my kids. Like, you guys let me know, do you have any experiences of when your parents used to beat you and how far did they take it sometimes? And this thing I call a genou, yeah? It's mad. Let me show you how it goes, yeah? So basically, you'd have to go on your knees and you have to your arms like this against the wall. So sometimes, like, you'll be like this for ages. Both hands against the wall, right? You'll be like that, yeah? And obviously, when you think people are sleeping and that, or sometimes you're there all night. Yeah, you're there all night. Yeah. But you think this is bare cruelty, you know? You're there all night, yeah? And then, obviously, you're feeling tired, so you might, like, crouch down a little bit. As soon as you hear someone open the door, you're like, up like this again. You're probably there for, like, good 3-4 hours. But yeah, man. But in the same way, I guess in a kind of sadistic way, I look back fondly on those beatings and think, you know what? It's like, not that they didn't know better, it's that it's what they know. It's like what, as Africans and Caribbeans, what we grew up on from back home is that, yeah, beat your kids. Because there is no way, yeah, I could turn around and ever say to my parents, fuck you, fuck it, what are you fucking talking about? Because the way I see some people talk to their parents, I say, huh? Not in a Congolese household, boy. No way in a Congolese household are you getting away with that. So sometimes those beatings remind you, okay, let me keep my discipline. But at the same time, it didn't stop you from jumping on the roads. Because that's what I always tell parents. Peer pressure is the biggest influence on your child. You can tell your kids all you like. You can beat them, but the excitement they get on the roads, yeah, it's worth the... Remember I told you about my Ben and Jerry rave? When I tried to sneak into the house and I put clothes and I got beats that day as well, yeah? It's like the excitement of you leaving the house and going to the party is so much more, yeah, than you risk the beats. But I think there is a different way. I think if you start educating your children from young, from 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old about respects and value and the dangers that are out there, I think just the way they talk about sex education, they should also talk to the youth about crime, knife crime, gang crime and all that. That's what I do. I go into schools and speak about these things because it's a dangerous road. The drug trade is a dangerous road. So what are your views on beating kids? And I think you can do the slap. I think you want to. Nah, I mean you can't do the slap, but I think that if it was a sort of slap, like what are you doing to a kid, it can be understood